The flame burns still, and the fire has spread along the walk. The cold takes its toll, and Potboy's flame flickers. But it is still enough for the climb to Moon Mountain, to light the final fire. The road always leads to Moon Mountain. Hark! His fire belongs to the mountain. It came from beyond the moon. You have always been destined to burn. The soothsayers have spoken.
There's a fella who watches over the midnight walk, pointy hat and hollow gaze. He's been around longer than you or I. Some say he was one of the first sculptures to have breath. Some say he's not from around here, but from another maker's work table entirely. Some say he's seen what lies beyond Moon Mountain. But I just think he's lost like the rest of us. And he's waiting for the right one to come along. Waiting for something that'll give him that eureka for his song. He keeps his banjo by his side, but he never plays it. Strange, but he's in no hurry. He's got all the time in the world.
Flame approaches. The road's been long, hasn't it? And it just keeps on going, don't it? Why don't you rest here for a spell? Change is in the air. Warm winds coming in from Coalhaven. I trust you're not pushing that little flame of yours too hard. He is mighty, no question about it. But between you and me, he still has a ways to go until Moon Mountain. Ah, heck, it ain't my place to tell you how to tend your flame. I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Ah, to feel at home wherever you walk. How's it? What a friend to have on the road, huh? Now, there's an open door invitation, if I've ever seen one. Go on in then. Get some rest. I'll keep watch.
boatsman went out into a foggy lake to find peace. Then, out of nowhere, came another boat that bumped into his. He cursed whoever was on the other boat, but when the fog cleared, he discovered that it was, in fact, empty.
These sarcophagi are molds, rebirthing the bodies of the burnt one. Failure after failure, they keep coming back. They lie dormant, and then they awake at an appropriate time, during times of dark, to perform a task. The taskmaster unknown, doom spelled on the flip side of a coin. Little dolls in a dollhouse made of matches. Without a little adversity.
the craftsman laments. Lost in his terrible maze you are, so
Big project, no spark. No spark, no path.
whoever created you had a twisted sense of humor. The craftsman laughs not. He builds and breaks and builds.
He won't love us. We were made to live. Father,
Fire's back on the menu, crows.
who am I?
I see you. Not a crawl closer, Moonbird.
Avert your greedy gaze. The moving pictures are not for you. What are you tinkering with?
Do you know the dance?
Pictures are not for you. Stupid thing.
Birds of the dark everywhere. The pictures. They're moving again.
Forbidden. It is forbidden. It is forbidden.
Hush, no talking in the theater, fools.
Where did it go? Father, please. What happened? More stories.
Stories. How I cherish them. Real as clay, as palpable as the midnight air. They're all we have left once the dark has taken the last campfire from us. The projectors tell a story of failure. The craftsman projects it onto his creations. He keeps building, building without love for his craft. He needs to see it. Well, yours might not be a movie I would watch, but a story is a story. There's a special kind of dark pit reserved for those who talk in theaters. Go with your lantern, fire up the forbidden projectors. Keep lighting the fuse burnt one. End the story so yours can go on.
Darkness vanishes.
The potter stuck in the sinking clay in which he had dug so greedily, spoke his final verse. Here was I born, and here I lived. My refuge was the clay, and now the clay has played me false in a most grievous way. Blind explorers discovered a sleeping beast. Each of them touched it and described it to one another. Its skin is coarse, said one. No, its ears are big, exclaimed another. The teeth are its most prominent feature, declared the third. Who was right or wrong mattered little, as the beast awoke and ate them all.
I don't know.
at these sorry reflections of the daughter. None of them will ever dance. Ever feel the warmth of their maker's heart. They can never be enough.
After years of searching for her son, the weaver was convinced she had lost him to the dark. One night, there came a knock upon the door. "It's your son," said a voice. "Please let me in." Thinking this was some cruel spirit come to mock her grief, she remained silent until her son gave up and left, never to return again.
Have you seen the Renners?
Most of my life, I've been afraid of the dark. When I was little, my childminder got annoyed with me and tossed me into a wardrobe as punishment. She let me sit there, alone, and I sat perfectly still so that no closet monsters would notice me. It was the longest, most terrible 15 minutes. Many years later, I don't know what happened, but now I love sitting alone in the dark. I get into the wardrobe, close the doors, and I sit perfectly still. It's like a void, empty, but not cold, where nothing exists and everything is possible.
Just the way the father hoped the daughter would fill his heart with fire, failing to see that she needed a fire of her own. His princess danced away, and he stayed behind, cemented in his ancient groove. The heart is a bottomless pit, never sated, always craving for more. Enough. Keep on walking the midnight walking. Don't run all the way to your infernal doom. She will be there to gobble up the empty.
See us. Thank you. Where is he going? The Midnight Walk. The Midnight Walk.
There was one star out that night, and it glowed a cold red. Who took the sun away? The Merkel asked it. But it was too distant, so she could not hear its reply if it had one. The Merkel had never felt so empty and alone. Lost in quiet despair, she managed to open up to the winds and followed their gentle push south down the Midnight Walk and to the Darklands. Along the walk, she met the old soul fisher with whom she'd shared many a teacup in her days. Is that the Merkel I see? Another decade, another teacup, eh? He chuckled, but the Merkel sure wasn't in the mood to discuss teacups. Who took the sun away, soul fisher? Surely it wasn't caught by your hook. After pondering for a good minute, the soul fisher answered, well, there have been whispers among the fish and corals about a loathsome, hungry Mulgrim roaming the swamps. Perhaps it knows. By the time the soul fisher looked up from under his big hat, the Merkel had already continued down the road. After a long while of following oversized snail-like tracks in the mud, trudging deeper and deeper into the mushroom-ridden swamps, the Merkel heard a harrowing howl. Up on a hill stood a looming figure, dark and still in the quiet of the night. Lo and behold, the Mulgrim, she thought to herself in slack-jawed awe. She greeted the creature with a quivering voice and, unable to restrain herself, asked, "Do you know who took the sun away?" Talking to monsters had never been any Merkel's forte, but this meeting proved spectacularly disastrous. Barely escaping the gnashing teeth of the Mulgrim, she managed to escape by jumping into a lake, following its stream away from the swamps. Although the Mulgrim was far behind her, she could still hear its melancholy howl. Mad with grief, she mumbled, "As I will be, unless I find the sun again." Tired from running, she searched for shelter and found a dark, dank cave. Cozy, even by Merkel's standards. The wind blew cold in the cave, its whispers strangely soothing to the Merkel. As it turned out, the whispering belonged to a pack of starving crawlers who had begun circling her, their language known only to the dark itself. "What are you searching for, little limb tree?" they sounded in guttural unison. "These are dark days, and your kind does not belong anymore." The Merkel gathered her courage. "I am looking for the sun. I know you crawlers eat fire for dinner. Did you eat it?" They sniffed her lantern hungrily, and instinctively, she offered its flame to them.
The crawlers cackled like mad chickens. Keep your fire, Clayling. Take it to the dark itself. Mayhaps there you shall find answers. Before the poor little Merkel could shriek, the crawlers had gone with the wind. Knowing not where to find the dark itself, well, everything looked pretty dark to her. The Merkel found her way back on the road, further away from home than she had ever been. The hills were looking stranger by the hour. The rocks upon them seemed to move. They were the head people, a peaceful yet grumpy sort who didn't take kindly to somebody's perusing their lands. They muttered at her as she passed them, but she couldn't make out their words. What's that, little headlings? Are you saying you know who took the sun away? But the heads only grunted and rolled away, back to the safety of their huts. The road went on, and the shadows grew all around her. Was this the dark itself? Not sure whether she was alone, she asked out loud, "Does anyone out here know who took the sun away?" By the side of the road lay 3 peculiar faceless and person-sized doors wrapped in muddy bandages. A stone's throw away lay some strange masks. The Merkul followed her instincts and put the masks back on. And the dolls did come to life. They began to dance a haunting dance around her, and before she knew it, she was dancing too. When it was all over, their masks fell off and they went back to lifelessness. The Merkul silently thanked the dolls for the dance and went on her way, deeper into absolute darkness. Before she knew it, the little Merkul, lost and tired, came to stand before the dark itself with a burning question clenched in her fist. She felt like punching the dark with it, screaming it out like the howling Morgrim, laughing it out like the starving crawlers who had nothing left to eat but the hope of others. Who took the sun away? It then asked the Merkul. Its voice sounded like a dark forest, deep and ancient. "It wasn't you," the Merkul retorted. "You're its complete opposite. Surely you must be the reason it's gone." The dark then replied, "I am but the absence of light, not its adversary. Light is because I am. How could I possibly hold it in my possession?" The Merkul felt her anger fade. She understood little besides one thing, that the darkness was not behind the missing sun, nor her suffering.